Well, hello. Hi, family. How are you? It is your girl, Nina Lewis, with Nina's Random Corner. It is Friday, so TGIF to you. Side note, your girl is tired. Whew, I felt the grind of this week. So, for anyone else that felt that grind too, we made it, right? All right. Well, come on in here. Have a seat for a moment. You know, I like to take a little bit of your time, put some gems in your gem bucket so that you can coast through the weekend and start your next week off great. All right. I have something that I want to share with you, and then I have something that I want to read with you, read to you. So, have a seat, take a chill pill, and let's get into it. I have always been known as a person that gives tough love. I love big. My heart is huge. And when I love you, huh, full force. Okay. That is one of my greatest qualities is I love big, right? But I love hard. Okay. And I love tough because it is what it is. There's no gray area for love for me. You know, there are straight black and white in love. And I was wondering or thinking to myself, Nina, do you be too hard? Are you? And of course, God, He will speak to you if you ask Him and you just be quiet enough to listen because sometimes you don't even have to ask, baby, and He give you. That's a whole nother video. And I was blessed with something and I want to give it to you all. Any of you that ever feel like maybe you love too hard or you are feel like you being mean or something or being too tough, let me ask you something. Are you a help or are you a hinderer? Are you a helper or are you a hinderer? Meaning, do you help those? Do you aid them? Do you help um, alleviate problems, issues, situations? Or do you pamper them? Do you hinder them from growing with your help? Let's break that down because I know you may be wondering, like, what? So, I do not believe in giving my son, use him as an example, an endless supply of money. You cannot call me and just I need me to death. Now some of you say, that's my baby. I will look at my hair, y'all. Focus, Nina. Focus. That's my baby, and I'll do for my baby till the end of this and that. But I believe in some situations you can help so much to where you become a hinder because he won't help himself. Or he'll start relying on you so much, me, that he won't depend on God. I'm a hindrance to him. All right. So, how many of you are dealing with, or have dealt with, or handle certain or particular situations when you should be really helping them by telling them the truth or pointing them in the right direction or letting them reap what they sow and get what they have so they can learn that lesson that's going to elevate them in growth. Some of y'all ain't letting y'all kids get their butt whooped. Some of y'all ain't letting y'all friends get their butt whooped. Some of y'all ain't letting y'all spouses get their butt whooped. Y'all keep saving them. And that saving ain't delivering them. It's hindering them. So, 4 minutes in, let me read you what I have. You know it's out the word. I'm going digital today. I think I'm just making it up, right? This is out my NIV. This is Acts 3. I'm going to read you verses 1 through 10. Watch this. Watch God work. All right. One day, Peter and John were going up to the temple at the time of prayer at 3 in the afternoon. Now, the man who was lame from birth was being carried to the temple gate called Beautiful, where he was put every day to beg from those going into the temple courts. When he saw Peter and John about to enter, he asked for the money. Peter looked straight at him, as did John. Then Peter said, "Look at us." So the man gave them his attention, expecting to get something from them. Then Peter said, silver or gold I do not have, but what I do have, I give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk. Taking him by the right hand, he helped him up. And instantly the man's feet and ankles became strong. He jumped to his feet and began to walk. Then he went with them into the temple courts, walking and jumping and praising God. When all the people saw him praising God and walking, they recognized him as the same man who used to sit begging at the temple gate called Beautiful. And they were filled with wonderment and amazement at what had happened to him. Let's back this up. First of all, you might be just going, okay, here we go. We talking about hair. We're talking about miracles again and da 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 da. It's not that. Let me talk to you. Let me interpret to you what I have, and then I encourage you, like always, to go back and read it for yourself. All right? That man probably already could walk. That man probably could walk his entire life, but nobody ever said, get up and walk. You understand? They just took him to get money. Maybe they were reaping some of the benefits of the money. Maybe the money was helping him out. Maybe they was like, you know what, he been doing this for so long, let him do it. Sounds familiar. I want you to think about that. Are you a helper or are you a hinderer? Our job is to have servitude for our fellow men in hope that they see the glory of God. My only job and dedication to you is to love you in hopes that you will see God in me, in amazement and in wonderment, and say, look what he did to a sinner like her. And you will want some of this joy, some of this peace, some of this knowledge, this revelation that I have been given. I encourage you to get into a good, um, how can I say this? Get into prophetic church. Find you someone with a prophetic voice to speak under. Someone who is giving you and feeding you what you need to strengthen your walk. I say that to say I am a member of Contagious Life Church and I love it. It is based out of Kansas City, Missouri. It is located off of 76th and Truce. I'm an e-campus member, so I hope I got that right. But they definitely have an e-campus, so it's available if you are not in the Kansas City area. And I'm telling you about this because my pastors, Tiffany Kirkwood and Marvin Kirkwood, are amazing. And I'm not just saying it because they're amazing, but let me tell you what I learned this week. We stand for love God, because how can you know yourself? How can you know who you really are and what you really value if you don't love God? You understand? That's your value point. So we love God at Contagious Life Church. And then we love people. Why? Because first I got to learn how to love God so I can learn how to love you. And then I got to love you. You understand? Unconditionally in the same way, because to know God is to know love. And once you know love and you know God, then loving his people it just comes second hand in hand. So we love people. Not only do I love people, do we love people, but I also love life. We love life at Contagious Life, meaning I love whatever comes with it. The hills, the valleys. You understand? I love my life. And I love it because I feel that it was a blessing. It was a gift to me. I love God. And to love God, to love my life, I have to love everything in it, which includes you. And what is my hopes with all of this? Is to change the world. I preach that all the time. And everybody be like, change the world is too crazy. But you change the world with one single kind act, one single senseless act at a time. And those things come from loving God and loving people and loving life and just valuing those things. And so that's what I get from my church. That's how I'm able to bring out these great messages. That's why I feel so humbly blessed, right? That I can bring this to you. So you know what it is. Get in it, get in your word. I challenge you to start to value yourself enough, to value God enough, to value your family enough, to want to do better. Hey, 10 minutes and I did good. 10 minutes and I did good. I love you. I know you love me. I'm going to keep praying for you. You keep praying for me. And I'm going to see you back here next week. Bye, family.